Natasha.
Debbie. The show. We know you said it with us.
We hope you said it with us.
Welcome.
Happy spring.
Happy
Happy spring.
Or welcome to spring.
Wait, is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, I was going to say welcome to spring. 2026.
Where's the hair at?
It's one little
Get it.
hair.
There, that's annoying.
Okay.
Hi. What were you saying?
We were saying welcome to spring.
Happy
2026.
Today is the first day of spring.
It
And
is.
you know what that means? Tomorrow is Debbie's birthday.
Thank you for the early birthday wish.
Yeah, it's only a day early. It's not that early. Would have been my dad's birthday if he was still with us today, actually. So that's how I always remember Debbie's birthday, the day after my dad's. Dad's is the 20th, first day of spring, and Debbie's 21st, and Debbie's number 1.
Makes it easy for her to remember.
That was an easy one. Anyway, so we're really excited about this spring day, and we thought we'd do something that we've been wanting to do for a couple years now.
Yeah, it has been quite a while.
Debbie's like, this is the one we should do. I'm like, you're right. We should do this.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of years back, we did this amazing video that Liam Brown put out. It was coast to coast. He did a walk, and it was freaking gorgeous and just relaxing. And it showed us so much of what we end up falling in love with in the UK.
Things we wanted to see more of.
Yes. And so today's episode is another Liam Brown original. And what is this one?
This is No Rent, a Tent, and a Camera. Backpacking Britain.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds like something that I will definitely want to do.
We're both going to want to, well, not do it, but I want to watch him do it. And I want to look at the places on a car.
I would do the tent.
No, I'm kidding.
You would not.
I would not.
Do
I'd
it.
be in a nice cabin or something someplace, or one of your houses sitting on your
I was
couch
gonna
going,
say,
hey, Debbie, how's the weather out there?
You'd be like, who's on this route?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, pretty much. If you live on this route, please let us know in the comments. I'll be staying at your house if you're fine with that. As long as you have mushy peas and
that would be kind of cool to go on a
solo trip.
No, to go on a trip and be like, hey, join us for a little walk.
No, not us. You.
Us.
I'll be at your house on your couch watching the Natasha and Debbie show.
Natasha will be
Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays here on YouTube. And if you guys do that, then please hit that like button and consider subscribing. It's free.
That it is.
Anyway.
And here's another free thing to do.
Backpack Britain.
That's Backpack Britain.
It might cost you some pain with walking.
It's not pain, it's exercise and invigorating.
Well, we'll see how that's invigorating. I don't know how far he's walking. We know nothing about this one other than the title, so I'm really excited. So grab a cuppa, get comfy, and let's hope that spring gets really nice and beautiful for everybody. And yeah, here we go.
No rent, a tent, and a camera. Backpacking Britain.
Okay.
This is my journey walking from John O'Groats in Scotland to Land's End in England.
Oh.
So,
Wow.
So the whole thing? You still want to do that?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, I had to run back for the phone every time I wanted to get a shot like that. This is the tent I'd be using. Here's a camera and a drone. Drone for aerial shots. And I converted and live in my van. That's a no rent part, by the way. The food. I usually eat pretty good at home, but with the energy I'd be burning in the next couple of months, I figured out anything and everything was on the menu.
You did say months.
Chocolate
You ain't doing
bars,
that.
fish and chips, fizzy drinks,
How long would you
wild
think it
fruit,
would take?
you name it. Oh, and
I
beer.
have no
Lots
idea.
of it. I'd set up camp wherever my backpack was placed at the end of that day. Mainly farmers' fields, forests and walking paths. But mainly farmers' fields. I'm sorry, farmers. I forgot to mention, I'm Liam, by the way. Grab some popcorn, put your feet up, just enjoy the journey.
Man, this is so
Before I
cool.
could even set off walking, I had to get a train from Crewe to Inverness, which was around 9 hours. And then I had a 2-hour stopover in Inverness, and then it was like 3 hours to Wick train station. And then from Wick I had to get a 2-hour bus to John O'Groats.
How Greenland.
That's a lot of time just to get there.
Yeah.
I finally made it to the famous John O'Groats signpost. Pretty knackered though. After a quick selfie with a signpost and 1,200 miles ahead of me, the only thing left to do was to start walking. The route I chose to take when planning the walk was to take the John O'Groats coastal path which would take me around the coast all the way to Inverness, and that's around 100 miles. It wasn't long before I started to see the beautiful, rugged Scottish coast.
That's beautiful.
This whole thing is going to be beautiful.
I know.
Newfound love already.
After 3 miles of walking that evening
What's the
and
purple
bumping
stuff?
into an abandoned horse plough, which is weird,
That was weird.
I decided to set up camp right on the edge of the cliffs.
Dude, I could not do that.
Nice.
You couldn't do that. You're too scared of
Yeah, I
heights.
could. I wouldn't be near the
First
edge.
camp
Exactly.
of the journey then. So, yeah, that's it. Just a standard one-man tent. But wow, amazing.
Yeah, wow.
Just wild camping in Scotland, as you do. Look at the ocean.
As you
Amazing.
do. Do you?
I feel so lucky.
You're lucky.
The Highland midge is a species of
no.
small flying insect that swarms in their thousands and bites you whenever it gets the chance. This
Yeah,
would
that would be
become
fun.
the bane of my existence while in Scotland.
I bet.
For anybody wondering what I'm eating, so I bought 6 of these and just some snacks I brought, so about 3 or 4 days of food. Rather than bring my jet boil and gas, which is extra weight, I ditched it last minute, took out my backpack, saved a kilo, and I'm gonna cold soak stuff, so it won't be that nice, but
That
it
would
doesn't
not be
matter.
fun.
I've saved
That
weight.
won't taste
I
good.
set off the next morning feeling fresh and ready to get some miles under my legs. I come to find out though
I
that
don't
the
want
coastal
miles under my
path
legs.
was overgrown and pretty damn impenetrable. So I decided to take the A9 road that goes from John O'Groats all the way to Inverness. I didn't know at the time, but I was in for a horrendous next few days of road
Oh, no.
walking.
Hey, it's not raining at the moment. It's a plus.
That is a
I
plus.
think that's probably going to be a thing that happens here. Oh, never mind. See? Said it.
First bit of rain I've had, and all my waterproof gear's on, you can see there. But it wasn't too bad. It's pretty warm now, so I'm gonna have to take it off again. But this is Scotland for you. Back on, back off. It's gonna be like that the whole trip.
At least he knows.
Sounds like
pretty
spring
here.
here.
Yeah.
And that looks like a nice day.
Wow. How beautiful is this place?
I know where I'm staying today. I've been along this road for miles and miles without finding any spot suitable anyway. And I come across this abandoned building. This was open, so they must have got through that way. But I've set my tent up. Don't have to
There you
worry
go.
about the rain. No midges about. Perfect. It's just, you know, the little things in life make it perfect. I was struggling at the end of this. Like, I was so close to being like, oh no, I need to stop. And I came across this little gem.
Yeah, that wouldn't be illegal. That wouldn't be legal in America. If a
No,
cop caught you in
to
there,
just-
they'd be like, yeah, get out.
Yeah.
You might get a ticket.
Stop in an abandoned building.
Yep.
And sleeping on concrete, I don't know about that part.
Well, he had the tent.
Still concrete.
You know exactly how.
Hopefully he has a bedroll.
I was hoping he had like a little something.
Some kind of cushion.
I'm sure he does. But yeah, we wouldn't be able to do that here. And you wouldn't want to lay down there because you don't know what you're laying on here. At least, just calling it how it is. And don't get behind that truck with all the wood. You've seen Final Destination. Get in the other lane.
Next few days, the weather started to look a lot better. Fueled by some of the best fish and chips I've ever had.
So good.
Passed through some small towns and villages, slowly but surely making my way to Inverness.
Oh, wow.
I'm a bit bored, so I've been playing the game. Look how much change I can find on the floor on like the side of the road. And I found £1 so far. So that'll go
Nice.
towards
Hey.
a can of Coke. Another £1 coin.
Making some money on the way.
Not a bad idea.
You know, one thing I miss about normal life, let's say, is blueberries. Without fail, I eat a couple handfuls of blueberries
hasn't
every
been that
day
long.
for the past few years. I
Too
love
nice.
them.
Not yet.
And I feel healthy eating them. Yeah, I'm missing them. I really feel like some. But guess what? I've set my tent up in such
Wow.
a random place.
So
and I think
good.
I found some wild blueberries. Have a look at this.
I was just wondering if you.
Wow.
We're here. This is my tent. I was just looking at my feet for blisters. And right across here, I was like, no.
Look at that.
Blueberries. I've searched them on Google. They look like them. I've tasted one already.
That's a blueberry.
There's
Oh
nature
my God.
providing for you.
Fresh Scottish blueberries. I
In
cannot
America, that
believe
would
it.
probably kill you.
They're all over the place.
Well,
So in
it'd
the
be a
morning-
blueberry. It'd be something weird poisonous
I'm
that you'd
eating
die
these.
from.
Feeling
You know, right?
revitalised from the blueberries, I set off the next morning determined to get off the A9 road as quickly as possible. I was sick of it.
We also cannot walk on highways like this. We're not allowed to do that. That's illegal here to do too. You can't do that.
Be dangerous.
Nope.
The goal was to do 20 miles a day, and by this time there was a
Wow.
heat wave approaching the UK.
A heat wave.
Yeah. Jeez, that'd be windy. If you can hear it.
Wow.
After
It's
over
huge.
100 miles on the A9 road, I crossed the bridge to get into Inverness. This is where I could join on to the Great Glen Way. The Great Glen Way stretches for
Gorgeous.
118 kilometres from Inverness to Fort
Gorgeous.
William and follows along Loch Ness
More
as well
gorgeous.
as the Caledonian Canal. This is the part I was looking forward to.
Wow.
Where's Loch Lomond
Right
at?
there, under this massive tree last night. Good
Asking.
sleep, nice and cool. And we got that view over there.
That's stunning.
Goodbye Inverness.
Wow. No, stay. That's a shot.
It'd be hard to film this by yourself.
Yeah, you just come back and get it. Extra steps. It's worth it though. That's just beautiful.
The contrast between road walking and trail walking was exactly what I needed. Peace, tranquility, and awesome views to take in.
Great views.
That right there then is the first glimpse of Loch Ness I've had, and we're just going to carry on along it apparently now, along the Great Glen Way all the way to Fort William, and we started at Inverness, so it should take me around 5 or 6 days hopefully, and if I put some work in I could probably do it sooner.
5 or 6 more days. Wow.
Every now and again I come across drinking water taps in the middle of nowhere.
We
These
don't
were
have that.
literally
Nice.
lifesavers for me.
That's cool.
By this time I'd become, in air quotes, walking fit, and I was getting used to the weight on my back. Every night I'd roll my legs and feet with a can of mosquito spray I had. It's pretty makeshift, but
Smart.
it worked. So it's
That's
day
very
10. We're about 5 miles from a
10
town
days?
called Fort Augustus, and that there is Loch Ness.
That's gorgeous. No, that's beautiful.
I'm just
That is.
carrying on.
Rename it Loch
Right
Gorgeous.
after walking the length of Loch Ness, I jumped onto the Caledonian Canal towpath, and one evening a pretty magical thing happened to me. Just
What?
sat on this bench, shoes off,
Is he naked?
let my feet breathe.
Sorry.
I think I'm going to set up here. I've been going for, I don't know, hours. It's like 7 o'clock, and there's a little way down, if you can see like there.
Alligator?
Go for a little dip in
No.
the Caledonian Canal, freshen up, and get straight to bed.
Aw,
Go
the
for a
deer.
dip in the canal.
The deer. Aw. Bambi. That's cool. We see them at our front window a lot, actually, in our yard.
Wow.
Garden.
I'm just sitting there like that.
Go on. No, it's Taylor. Sorry.
The one thing I noticed about the Caledonian Canal was that it was so picturesque.
Yeah, I was just
It
going
belonged
to
on
say.
a postcard.
Oh, come on.
Very much.
Oh, well, I mean,
You stopped it at a good spot anyway.
it doesn't. I can pause this anywhere and I'll be a good spot.
Exactly.
It's freaking gorgeous. I want it to snow and I want to sled down that hill.
Okay.
On a frozen lake. Lock. Whatever. Sorry. That would be
Like a
dangerous.
catapulting.
Yeah, that'd be a bad idea. Dang, that's beautiful. And then I want to go back to the next frame before that. Like, hang on.
About the Caledonian Canal was that it was so picturesque. It belonged on a postcard.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid pretty.
Yep. With those flowers there,
Dear Lord.
man.
That is just stunning. I would be outside all the time, except when it rains. So I would never be outside.
To kayak up and down that.
Do people do that? Do they kayak?
Go on a kayak trip.
Wow. It's
That's
just a lot of beauty. I feel like I could smell the flowers right now.
Mm-hmm. And the fresh air. Just
Okay.
The walking was easy, flat, just straight walking paths for miles and miles. So we just met a lad, and we got speaking. He was like, we basically just asked each other where you're off, and I was like, oh, I'm Land's End, mate, nothing, you know, not too far. He was like, oh, I've just done that. Well, he's doing the opposite way to me currently, so he started at Land's End, and he's going to John O'Groats. So I was getting all the lowdown off him and like what it's like, and he's like, I got some, for me anyway, I've got some good tracks, pretty easy stuff coming up, and The bit I was not worried about, but a bit sceptical about is where to take, like what kind of route to take while I was in England. And he just said, go through like Cheshire way, which I'm going anyway, and head between like the path of Wales and England, from like the border bit, so happy days. But he started in May and right now it's like the 20th of July. So he's got a good 2 weeks left. So around 2.5, 3 months I'm looking at. So yeah, I've got all like the lowdown from it. I feel so much better now. It's a beautiful day. Caledonian Canal.
Stunning.
We'll keep going. So
That was a long
there
time.
is Ben Nevis. From about 15 miles away right now.
We've seen that
and you
before.
can still see it's July and the snow is still on the mountain.
Oh, wow.
One morning I was rudely woken up from a nap by an RAF fighter jet. This is when I decided to jet off into Fort William.
That'll wake you up.
Grabbed a coffee and ironically there was a Caledonian sleeper train waiting outside as if to tempt me to go back home. The same train I used to get to the top of Scotland.
I want to take a
I needed a
nap.
shower. I didn't smell that good, so I booked a hotel room. £37 this was. Oh, I feel so much better. I've just had a shower. Ensuite
Is it
shower.
£27?
Amazing.
I think so. Basic,
I'm
just what you
living in
need.
luxury right
That
now.
is tiny.
Bed and a
Yeah.
shower.
No, I couldn't do
Happy
that.
days, man. I feel really good. The morning after, I sampled the local delicacy, haggis. Meh, 4 out of 10. I set off and toured Fort William for most of the day, but that evening, I set up camp at the base of Ben Nevis next to the river.
It's a beautiful spot.
I cooled off in the
Ah.
river,
I'm like, what was that? It's a fish.
ate like a pig, and got some rest for the next phase of the walk. The West Highland Way is a 154-kilometre long walking route between Fort William and Milngavie near Glasgow. One word,
Okay.
hills.
Beautiful hills, though. For those
They
that
are
are not
beautiful.
walking it.
It was one of the hottest days of the year, and there were parts of the trail which were vast and pretty remote.
Jeez. You know, just to remind everybody, the closest point from one point to the next is a straight line.
Unless it's uphill.
Yeah, exactly.
And you
Serpentine.
take your way around.
Look at that, though.
That's awesome.
I could not do this. But it's so beautiful.
Right now then, I'm headed along the West Highland Way, all the way around. Just stopped for a water break. Mountains to the left and the right of me.
There's something. Oh, it's fine.
Oh, it's so hot. One of the hottest days of the year in Scotland so far. Running
How
low on the
hot
wet
is
stuff,
it? I know.
sunburnt and sick of walking, I came across my idea of an oasis during that moment. Such a long day, so dehydrated. I can't even speak. I basically banked on everything. I've still got some water, but I really need just a bathe. So luckily there was a little plunge pool over there, running water. Should be able to fill up from this as well with my water filter. Oh, happy days. I am so hot.
Go cool off.
What am I thinking right now?
Take a dip.
What am I thinking?
You're thinking, ooh, there's no way I drink that water.
Oh, I drink their water. Not here. I'm not drinking no water from a. Nope. Unless it's a source where they bottle water for us to drink. I'm not doing that here in this
Yeah,
country.
Well,
Uh-uh.
you
I'll
got a
end up
lot
with
of
like
weight
a
to carry
third
with
eye and a third nipple or something. Who knows? And God knows, like, my teeth will fall
you.
out.
You got a lot of extra weight to carry.
Yeah, but still, you can't do that here. Don't be drinking out of streams in the U.S. unless you know where.
If you're in the mountains,
The
I think you
source.
could.
In the mountains, sure, but not just. Nope.
Okay, let's go in there.
I have a foot thing. I don't like feet. Just thought I'd let you know. I'm just like, I don't look at your feet, sir. No offense. I don't look at my feet or her feet
For
or
a lot of
his
the West
feet.
Highland Way, I was alone, but the good alone. I could be left to my own devices, experiencing the world and challenging myself. I didn't know why people were so scared to backpack Britain alone. I was loving it. Oh, what's that? Oh, just a laptop and a charger. It's normal.
Random.
Just a laptop in the middle of nowhere.
mate, it's like an obstacle course. Oh,
Where we at?
my legs, it's too late for the day. Let's do this.
What's
So I've
happening?
just set my camp up next to the river. And I was just sitting down, just about to take my shoes off. And through the trees, hopefully you can see, right there, there's
What?
a stag, a big stag,
Oh, I see it now.
Heck.
right
I didn't
there,
see it at first.
about 30 metres away. At this point
pretty
of the West
awesome.
Highland Way, this was the peak of the heat wave, 30 degrees in Scotland, which is unheard of.
That's pretty warm for
Cold
that's
beer at the
pretty
end of
warm.
the day, and sometimes in the morning, was absolutely necessary. It wasn't long before I started to reach the shores of Loch Lomond. 39
Loch
kilometres in
Lomond.
length with overgrown walking tracks, a knock-on effect of the pandemic.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
so Loch Lomond was... It's a long story why I even know about Loch Lomond, but saw a bit of it in a little show one time, and I'm like, where is that? And it said
Gorgeous.
where, and I'm like, I want to live there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was right. Look at that.
Too bad the paths are quite overgrown.
Well, are they though? At least.
Well, that's what he said.
Oh, he did? Sorry.
Yeah.
I was too busy looking.
Because of the pandemic, people weren't out
I was too busy looking.
walking.
39 kilometres in length with overgrown walking tracks, a knock-on effect of the pandemic.
It's like being in a
Not
jungle.
going to.
I think it
That's
just
so
goes to
cool.
show how fast nature reclaims its land back from humans. In 100 years, our towns and cities, there'll be nothing left of them.
I'm not too far from Glasgow now, and that is the only hill/mountain I can see. There's a few in the distance, but they're really small, and I'm so happy to see the back of them.
I made it to Milngavie, the endpoint of the West Highland Way for me. I decided to book a hotel and head into Glasgow.
Beautiful.
This is what a £25 hotel gets you in the middle of Glasgow. That's loud, but that doesn't matter. So I've got
We don't have
bathroom,
hotels that cost that
pretty
cheap.
clean.
No.
pretty modern
Nothing
shower.
you're going to stay
That's
in.
good. I need to turn off. That's too loud.
You'd be safer sleeping outside.
Laundry. Is it a closet? Yeah. TV.
And that's not a... Whoa. It's tiny.
It is
bed.
tiny,
Wish
but
we had
hey.
options like that.
Simple, but I've got sockets to charge from.
Simple,
I've got
clean
kettle,
really
enough.
nice.
coffee and tea. Let's go.
Like, really nice.
Yeah, everything's there. I'm just going to sort my stuff out, charge the stuff, and just let my feet rest.
So the past 3 days I've been without a phone. I'm about 15 miles away from Gretna, which is on the border with Scotland and England.
Okay.
I was listening to music and my earphones got tangled in like the chest part of my backpack. Dropped on the floor. The
No.
screen wasn't cracked, but the touch screen stopped working, so I was screwed. And yeah, it's just pretty bad. So I didn't have my maps for 3 days, so I just followed the cycle path from, I think it's cycle path 74 all the way down to Carlisle. Got into Carlisle last night, stayed in the hotel, and this morning went to a phone shop, fixed my screen and touch screen so it works, so we can record. But yeah, I'm about 15, 20 miles away, like east of Carlisle now. I'm heading.
It's a little sad that even though he's out in nature and
I
everything,
know what you're going to say.
that people are so attached to their devices.
Mhm. Well, he's doing it for recording, though, too.
He is, and I get that. But I think even so, like he talked about his music and
Yeah, I
stuff
was
like
just saying
that.
Can't just leave it
Yeah.
all at home.
Yeah, we can't just unplug. And I'm thankful for him to take the camera to record all this.
Yeah,
Of
because I think
course.
about people that can't physically do stuff like this. Like,
Mhm.
I may look healthy, but I'm not unhealthy-ish. But I couldn't do something like that.
Yeah, then people that can't travel that far, we're getting to do this
Yeah,
through him.
you get to
so.
see the beauty that is the UK. Well said.
I don't know what town it's called, but I'm gonna go on to the Pennine Way, all the way down to the Peak District. That's the plan. So yeah, should be good. But the past few days, it's just been following crappy roads.
I
Listening
like his
to
hair
lots
like
of
that. Is that
traffic.
weird?
No.
Looks better
Thought
off
out
his
my
face.
mind.
He looks more handsome.
We've got like the river there. It looks a bit murky, so I'm not gonna go for a swim. But so, yeah, you got above, you can hear.
Traffic.
Big pillars, protected from the wind right here. Not too shabby. Let my socks dry off. Just had something to eat. Gonna brush my teeth and get an early night, but
I have to ask. I can't help it. Is it like that everywhere? Or are there ever needles and people underneath that? Because that's what I'm kind of used to seeing.
I think in the bigger cities it would be, right?
Let us know. Just curious.
not a bad location. But we're in England and wild camping's illegal, so I've got to keep down and just keep quiet.
Right. We know about footpaths. Those of you who don't know, we already know. We do know.
Some more road walking. I'm meeting a great lady called Sue.
Let's go check
We've
it
had
out.
that
if you ever
cheese,
pass it.
Wensleydale cheese.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Sue.
At General Jones. Yorkshire Dales.
I was in Yorkshire.
Heck yeah.
Ah, the stone wall.
You can see so far away there. It's just like too much.
Pretty happy now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I've left all the main roads, all the noise behind, and I'm heading towards the Pennine Way. I'm about 9 10 miles away from the Pennine Way. So I'm going to jump on at a town called, well, it's like a little village or something. It's called Keld, K-E-L-D. Jump on there and just go all the way down. Just have a look. Got a mate with me right there.
It was almost like the second I set foot onto the Pennine Way, it started to pour down with rain.
I knew it was going to happen again.
For a week
almost said it.
straight,
had
I
to.
was drenched.
It's like the
For a
first
week
proper
straight.
downpour we've had.
What
All
you
through
said?
Scotland,
For a
it's
week straight.
literally
Nope.
light drizzle. That's all I had, luckily. And now I'm in England, it's like, I don't know if you can see, you can probably hear it, but yeah, I'm just getting shelter under the tree. But welcome to England, I suppose.
My waterproofs became so saturated
no.
that it wasn't even worth wearing them anymore. My socks and shoes, soaking. My feet started to suffer from being wet for 12 hours a day too.
Yeah.
It was
Nope.
vital I had my feet out while I was in the tent, or I would get something called immersion foot, which isn't good. I used
Immersion
baby
foot?
powder. Do you know the white chalky stuff? It dried my feet out and helped them heal. I did this twice a day, and it was a lifesaver for the walk. When I said it rained for a week straight, I mean it didn't stop. Ever.
That would
It
suck.
rained and rained and poured.
I expected that in this video.
That's what I could
That
not
bit,
do.
You'd
right
have to.
there, that bog, was the hardest bit of the walk so far. Look at the state of me.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
went in, the bog went up to there, my knee.
Oh, no.
Ew.
There's a dead sheep carcass right over there.
No.
Yeah, so we obviously, your sheep probably drowned in it, and I went through it, just being an idiot I am. And I got absolutely drenched.
Hearing the sound I feel like I'm doing with him.
Despite all of the bad weather, I was enjoying the challenge. This is exactly why I was doing it.
So I've just been thinking on up this hill, you know, like how can anyone moan at the life we live nowadays? It's so easy.
That's right.
Fresh running water, a nice hot shower, fresh, clean, nice smelling clothes to put on every day, staying dry, warm, electricity, internet, oh my god, I can go on. And I'm here smelling of crap, quite literally. Going up a hill,
Living your life.
soaking wet, feet are just soaked. Yeah. This is why I'm doing it. This is exactly why I'm doing it.
And I gotta say, videos like this is exactly why we do this. You know, getting to see the beauty of another country that we have yet to see. Yes, we're going to someday. We just don't know when yet. But it makes it all the more worth it for when we do get to come over.
It does.
Because
it really does.
it's like, we know what beauty's there.
Mhm.
And in case you ever forgot how beautiful your country is, hopefully this reminded you.
Exactly.
Because it is stunning.
Just to appreciate the niceties of life.
Yes.
I'm just drenched. It's been like rain all day.
I mean, a week.
We're lucky, honestly.
Mhm.
You cannot moan. Decent view, but it's all foggy and raining. But yeah, I've just had one of them moments. This is exactly why I'm doing it. And I'm loving it. I'm not really. Feet are killing, but it's all good. Not far to go.
Mind the gap. Sorry. I say that now randomly for no reason. No one knows what I'm talking about.
I'm like, what?
Mind the gap.
What gap?
What?
Just entered my home county, Cheshire.
That's what
Let's go. I'm like 33 miles away from my parents' house where I grew up.
You get some
Just
by, I
quickly
hope,
show
tonight.
you where I
Get
camped
some food.
23
tonight.
miles now.
I don't know if it's on his way or not. Whoa. What's that?
Oh, what a place. What a view.
What was that?
Wow.
What was that thing?
It's cold,
Beautiful.
but
Oh, sheep. Bah.
You got some friends.
amazing.
They cuddle
What's
you for
that?
the night to keep you warm.
What is that?
So it's pretty early in the morning now, and I'm literally one walking day away from my parents, where I'm doing a pit stop for a couple of days,
Ha,
so I can go back, rest my legs, and just chill out for a bit before I set off again for Land's End. But yeah, it's probably the earliest I've set off. Sun's just rising, and I feel good. I feel really good. Can't wait just to not do anything.
I bet.
Had
You
a
need a
few
break.
days rest. I feel good. But I kept putting it off, you know, I kept...
Mom's home cooking,
throughout the
I'm
day,
sure.
It's like 4 o'clock right now. And I kept saying to myself, 10 minutes we'll leave. And I kept putting it back, 10 minutes, just... Yeah, it's the hardest bit. I really think that's the hardest bit of anything. It's just starting it, getting started.
Yep.
Once you're out doing it, it's easy.
I
Just
so agree with
initially
that.
getting started, it's the hardest
much.
bit.
That is true.
We're on our way, going to Oswestry. And I can get on the, I think the trail is called Offers Dyke. And just, yeah, along the Welsh and English border. So I've broken it down into 4 stages, just to kind of like, for my mind really.
So many ferns. I just
I
don't
know.
see those here.
I think
We
we're coming
have
up to Offers Dyke.
Not in our area.
What do you call me?
Is this it?
Office Dyke.
I think we're coming up to Offers Dyke.
Excuse you, sir. I mean, I may have dressed that way a little bit today, but you know. Excuse you.
Path. Is this
I
it?
don't think that's what he said. I think it was. Oh.
It
It's
said on the
sign.
map. Should be, yeah, there we go.
Let me see the sign.
There we go, just get straight on it now.
So Offers Dyke is a 285
Offers
kilometre long distance footpath that runs between the English and Welsh border.
I'm
I
childish.
never did any research about the route.
Down there.
Whenever I think of Wales, I think of hills, grey skies and rain.
And sheep.
Yep.
Got some wind.
I wish I could tell you different, but that's exactly what I got.
Have you seen that right? Are those covered with something?
Maybe. Plastic.
Just finished walking for the
Okay.
day.
Never seen this cover before.
Set up in a forest. The pathway's like that way up that hill. So that's good. Got a fire going
Nice.
for the first time since, yeah, I haven't done one on a walk. I'm just drying all my socks. They're soaking wet today. It's been raining, but these are drying quickly. I've just walked through a massive orchard full of fresh kind of like green red apples,
Nice.
damsons. I think there were cherries. So I've got, you can see, 2 apples, and then that there, you can see it's a damson. I've never tried a damson.
I don't know what
I just
that is. Never
googled
heard of
it.
it.
don't
You
either.
can eat them, but apparently they're really tart.
Do we have a
They're
different
best
name for it
cooked and
here or
added,
something?
you know, with sugar and stuff
Looks
like that.
similar
But
to
I'm gonna
what's
try
going
it. I've never tried one.
Nature giveth.
But that, I'm not an apple guy to be honest, but that was probably the best, sweetest, most flavourful apple I've ever had. Just entering in a little village, like a really small village in the middle of nowhere called Longtown. There we go. But over there, you don't understand. Hopefully I can zoom in. It says village shop.
Cool. What we got there?
Are we going to stop by?
I hope so.
Shout out to Longtown.
I always feel it's the little things that keep you going.
Duckies.
And it was finding fresh fruit, seeing a little shop in the middle of nowhere. These things lifted my mood and spurred me on to keep going throughout the whole walk. I'm a simple man, I know. Whilst walking along Offers Dyke, I stumbled upon a sick sheep.
No.
If you're squeamish, I advise you to look away right now.
Oh, come on, no.
A little sheep, or I don't know if it's a lamb. It's alive, but barely moving. Oh,
Help it.
I don't know what to
What
do.
can you do?
Alright, I'm gonna try feed it or something.
What do you do?
Go on, mate.
Thanks for trying, buddy.
Do you want some? Oh, the poor thing is proper. I think it's like a really bad infection. Alright, I've got some like Savlon. It's not gonna do anything, antiseptic cream, but it reminds me of my dog. That's why I can't leave it.
Yeah, I know how you
I
feel.
left the sheep and started to take
Go tell
quiet
the
farm
farmer.
roads towards Bristol.
Last That's all
night
it
I
says.
stayed in a
Wait, did they say Bristol?
bed and breakfast.
Sorry, that helped me cheer up. I heard
never?
Bristol. I swear I heard Bristol.
Bristol.
Whoop. Sorry.
I left the sheep and started to take quiet farm roads towards Bristol.
Towards Bristol, yes.
Bristol.
Last night
Hi,
then, I
Bristol.
stayed in a,
here, look
it was a
for
bed
Bristol.
and breakfast. And usually I've just been staying in cheap hotels, you know, just as long as I have a bed
Why
and a
not?
shower. But it was the cheapest place in the area. It was like £55 or something. So I was like, all right, I'll get one because I needed to charge my batteries anyway for my, you know, to charge my phone up and stuff. And I needed a shower and whatever.
These hotels that he's shown, they're 55 pounds, 25 pounds, and whatnot. We don't have those options, at least not in Cincinnati. I don't know any place that does that, like Debbie said, you'd want to go into. They look nice. And is that common throughout the UK? Please let us know in the comments because we don't have that option.
No, we don't.
So I was in there, but it was so posh. The owners of it, there was a man and a woman who were really nice, but I felt so out of place. You're like waiting on your hand and foot with the cutlery laid out, you know, like posh, very posh. Bringing like afternoon tea out with 3 different spoons, like a pot of tea, all that kind of stuff, and I just felt...
Oh, they were happy to see you.
It was so awkward. I am not that type of person. I'm the type of person to eat a takeaway with a spoon and just one spoon.
No, I'm
only.
that type of person. Look me up. I'll be like, yeah, I'm
I don't
never
think I'll
leaving.
be ever staying in a bed and breakfast again. They were nice enough and it was a nice place, but I just felt out of place. But it was in a town called Kington, I think. It's close to Hereford.
It's in the
right
name,
now
man.
I'm about 6 miles away from Hay-on-Wye. So yeah, I'm like 40 miles away from Bristol, which is really close.
Hay-on-Wye.
The weather's just really nice now. I'll show
Enjoy
you.
it while it lasts.
Doesn't look too nice, but I don't know, for the past 2.5, 3 weeks, it has been pouring down every day without fail. Oh, you can see the blue sky there. But yeah, I just thought I'd sit down,
Need some dry weather.
have a chat with you. I'm feeling good. My feet have been in a bit of a crap state the past few days just because they've been constantly wet. And my socks, when I've been drying them, they go like really hard and they rub on your feet and it's... Yeah, anyway,
Crunchy socks aren't good.
Crunchy socks.
Should be good if it dries out.
What does that even mean? The world's first book town?
I don't know what
It
that
makes
is.
no sense. Hay-on-Wye.
What
For the
does that
first
mean,
time
you
on the
know?
walk, the monotony was eating away at me.
So I'm definitely 2/3 of the walk done. 1/3 left. I want to say 200 miles, maybe 250. It's not that much when I put it all into perspective, but the hardest thing now is mentally just
I don't know if
keeping
it's
going.
like
I can
20
deal
miles
with
a
all the
day.
aches and pains and blisters and whatever. Just boredom. That's what's getting me now. I've listened to so many podcasts and music and
Yeah, that would get me.
watched videos, and I just cannot watch anymore. I'm so bored. Like, it's just, my brain has just gone to mush. And especially when being on your own, you're always in your thoughts and you get sick of yourself. It's
You would
difficult.
love that part, though, wouldn't you?
So it's just
being on your own
that now,
part.
keeping going.
For a bit.
And I try
Yeah.
to break it up each hour just to take my pack off, 5 minutes, sit down, and just have a rest. But yeah, I'm constantly in like a state of just after you've woken up, if you know what that feels like, which everyone does, like hazy kind of mind, and you're just in like a brain fog. It's constantly like that
I'm
all
like
day
that a
now.
lot.
Just boredom.
Jeez, how-
My brain, I can barely remember things. It's like I'm getting dementia. I know it's not funny, but it's kind of like that. So
Like delirium.
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of these things you don't really think about. Just the boredom. But it's that's the biggest thing now.
Whoop,
Can see
Bristol, going over the
After
bridge
so
right
long.
now.
Bristol.
Oh, you can feel it shaking. That's not nice. Wow,
that. That's scary.
pretty windy.
Was that
Just
a
come
red
across
Lancashire
that.
rose? No,
I've
was
come
not.
f-
Why am I saying that?
Just there's so many of them
Bristol
kind of
South.
tracks that aren't actually there, where like farmers just forget to put them where they're supposed to be. And because I have like the OS maps online, I have access to every one of them, and it's like this. It's just a dense jungle, nettles everywhere. I'm just going through them, getting stung to death. Got stung by a bee, or a wasp. I haven't been stung for like since I was a little kid.
Wow.
And it kills.
Sucks.
Like, luckily it hasn't swelled up, but there.
It actually has swelled up, sir?
Is a
Oh, but
killer.
That's a swollen finger.
But yeah, right now, just crossed the Severn Bridge a couple hours ago. Sorry about the camera work, it's a bit shaky. This bridge is like half
Oh,
fallen
yikes. I don't know if I'd be crossing that one.
I would not.
in. Gonna fall in.
I'd go down and around.
But yeah, the
You're right on the
I don't know
outside.
what road that is. The M4, is it? I'm just basically parallel to that. There's the Severn Bridge. Come across that before. And wow, it is hot. So we've been following this path through a farmer's field,
Oh.
and we're next to the, I think it's the, I don't know, it's a busy motorway kind of thingy near Bristol.
hear it.
But look, it should be a pathway and it's massively overgrown. No one uses it
is.
anymore.
Guys, you have to
So-
start using that now.
I'm just looking for a place to stay.
Help
It's actually
them.
quite good.
Clear the path.
This is a little road. There's a stile, and that's like a busy road right there.
That'd be
There's a
too
bridge.
loud to stay, I
It's pretty busy right now.
think.
Loud.
Later, it's not.
But in a few hours, the noise will die down. But at the bottom, let me just show you. It's like a jungle. You can just tell no one uses this. But at the bottom right there, a little bit of a wood, and it's flat. So I'm gonna set up camp. Pretty good find actually. Happy
I'd
with
want
that.
to get to the other side
I
of the
got to
busy road.
Bristol, topped up on supplies, and set off for the final leg of the journey towards Land's End. I was in the groove of things, and the end was in sight. I started to
What
enjoy
happens?
it and take everything in, whereas at the beginning it was a mission to finish as quick as possible.
Take a look at this. There's a little
Wow.
deer right there.
Oh,
See it?
little ears. So cute.
You just can't
Hi,
see it.
baby.
Hello.
You're like, what are you doing out here, dude?
Just found Thomas the Tank Engine football.
Created games for myself. It usually made the day go quicker.
I would be getting my camera out
So
for
for
a
the
lot of
past
photography.
day and a half, I want to say 2 days, I haven't really recorded anything. Just been walking and yeah, just getting in the groove of it. But I passed Taunton yesterday. It was just past a little town called Tiverton. Went through it, chilled out in there for about an hour. It was 2 hours, and setting off down just some country lanes.
Has anybody ever heard a fox bark? No, me neither.
I can't believe it. There's a fox.
Oh, really?
It keeps like barking. I've had to like scare it away just by like shouting and making noise. See? It's like
That's a
stalking
fox.
me. Oh, God's sake.
That's hilarious.
So annoying.
Aw.
I was finally
Have 'em
into
come in and
Devon and
cuddle.
I decided to stop at a campsite. The best part about it though was that they sold fresh cow's milk in 1 litre bottles. I was in heaven. So I've walked about 25 miles today, just over. And yesterday it was 23 or something. So I've done in 2 days about 48 miles, which is probably
Jeez.
the most combined in
Right
2
here.
days of the
It's
whole of this
insane.
walk. I feel okay though.
I can drive it very quickly.
He's getting in the groove.
On a really
Well
steep
done.
downhill, and then
Look
it's
how
like
beautiful that is.
on the map. There's like 3 arrows, meaning
Y'all just take it for granted is what you do. You do,
Mhm.
because you're used to it. I get it.
Beautiful.
You know, it's just even the rock walls that I love, the stone walls. Love them.
Mhm.
Like earlier when he was walking, it was a while back, and just showing the road, he was just like,
Mhm.
oh, there's not much to look at. It's kind of gloomy. I'm like, yeah, there is.
It's
There's
gorgeous.
a lot to look at.
Gloomy or
There's-
not.
Every place you look, there's something beautiful.
Mhm.
You know?
it's like on the map. There's like 3 arrows, meaning downhill, uphill.
Mm.
And there's like 3 uphills after this downhill. I'm not looking forward to this. It's
No, I
really
wouldn't
steep.
either.
Look at that. I just had to go through a hedgerow to get to the track I'm walking on. And I just thought to myself, I'm so glad I'm not in Scotland right now, because
Why?
I would have had like 15, 20 ticks crawling over me, biting me, midges attacking me, just insects trying to bite you. Whereas in England, we're really lucky. It was really benign.
Yeah,
It's
but you have a lot
nice.
more
In
rain
Cornwall,
there.
found another fresh milk farm.
So,
This
no-
one had a dispenser, which was great.
Big areas of
Cornish
emission.
milk from a dispenser. This is like a farm. Oh wow.
Well, that's cool.
So you just
That's
dispense
so
your milk,
cool.
fresh milk.
That is.
£1.20. 1 litre of fresh milk, that's amazing.
It is pasteurized. Okay, I was wondering. I was gonna ask.
So the past few days I've been taking the main roads basically to Land's End, just to cut the journey, not short but quick, just to make it quicker. And I'm finally here. I'm about 1.5 miles away from the Land's End signpost. I'm on the
Wow.
southwest coastal path, but take a look at this sunset. The iPhone doesn't do it justice, but that was probably the best sunset I've ever seen.
Wow.
That is stunning.
It's come full circle.
Yes, it is.
At the start, when I was at John O'Groats, I camped on the cliff the first night.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And I'm doing it right now, right at the end. What an ending. And right over there is Land's End.
Oh, just go. Is he gonna camp or?
I think he's gonna camp.
There, I think.
Nah, I'd go. I'd be
Set my
running.
tent up for the last time and had my last camping meal of the trip.
Pasta ai fungi. I've had 6 of these in a row and I'm sick of them, but
Last
More
night.
I'm just going
time.
to enjoy it. I'm going to try and enjoy it.
look at that through the
Yeah,
netting.
that's just stunning.
Oh wow. This is my view. I'm
Amazing.
very lucky right now.
Can't complain when that's your view.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful UK. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Land's End right there.
I would love that.
Who wouldn't?
Speechless.
See my little toes there.
Alright. Just woke up. It's, I don't know, it's like 5 to 6 in the morning. I'm gonna get ready and then go see that sign.
Just packing my stuff away and I feel a little bit sad.
I
This
would not.
little tent, this
That's
sleeping
been
bag, all my stuff in there, it's got me through almost 2 months of backpacking Britain.
Mm-hmm.
Whole summer
Madness.
almost.
Yep.
Let's go. Hold on.
He can say this for the rest of his life. He can tell someone he's done this.
We made it.
Absolutely.
And there is the sign. Oh my god.
Well done, sir.
Land's End Hotel.
There before anybody else even gets up.
There's even a bench there so I can sit down afterwards.
And did it. Wow. Now do New York. Do New York now.
Done.
Wow.
Very well done.
Very
did it.
proud.
We did it. The camera. I would have loved to fly my drone, but they didn't. Because there's an airport nearby, you can't actually fly a drone near here. Oh well. That's the least of my worries right now.
Right?
I can go home, I can get the train and just... Oh, I can't wait. Anyway, I best start planning the next adventure. I don't know what's going to top backpacking Britain, but I'm sure I'll think of something.
Go
Well,
the
that was
other
worth
side.
it.
Well, I have to say thank you, Liam,
Yeah.
for
thank
taking
you.
us with you.
Thank you so much. Because, I mean, it would be a crime to do that almost without sharing it in a
Oh,
way.
definitely.
Absolutely beautiful UK.
Mhm.
I've said it for 4.5 years. We've said it for 4.5 years. Beautiful, stunning, amazing, picturesque, gorgeous. Just,
Yes.
are you kidding me?
Absolutely stunning.
Inspiring, beautiful. Sorry, I'm just
I'm
gonna
ready
keep
to
saying the
go.
same adjectives.
Who's coming with me?
Yeah. I'm never going to walk like that. But you know, an amazing young man. What an
Mhm.
inspiring young man. And you know, I hope his videos inspire other people, other kids even, you know, the younger people to do things like that. And you know, just admire what you have around you. And also, like you said, to think about, you know, we really shouldn't be complaining too much about
No.
things. You know, we have it pretty doggone good considering. And
Mhm.
you know, what a great start to spring. I have to say, excellent choice for this first day of spring.
Yes.
It really puts me in a warmer mood mindset. I know there are people that love winter. I am not one of those people.
Not cold weather fans.
No.
But it's spring and it's time to get outside and
Mhm.
enjoy what's around you.
Look at all the beauty. I mean, you got so much, UK. We got Scotland, stunning. You know, we've got Northern Ireland too, of course. We've got Wales. We've got England. I mean, my gosh, there's so much beauty there. Man, just absolutely beautiful. What a great way, like I said, to start this new season out.
Mm-hmm.
And the day before Debbie's birthday. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and it put you in the spring, the nice warm feeling, hit that like button. Consider subscribing to our channel along with Liam's, of course, if you haven't already done that. And we'll see you back on the next episode when Debbie's a year sexier.
Shh.
Sexier.
Sexier's good. Older, no.
Until then, and as always, please love, like, jazz.
Be as strong as Tyson.
Bye.
Bye.